series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has a Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. You're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Armin. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks them back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. The LGD are been gold, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon Disc on Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds him, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the spike, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But
He's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shivas covered. Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto F5, but F5 will survive. Seb pots the BKB. He'll try and stand his grab, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. As HyperX as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom rune, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on HyperX. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No Tails already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Topson, Anna, and HyperX. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
HyperX is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this racks on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Rosh is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to deward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roach fake out.
Check. Anna, who's on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to be the set. He's in. The call, the EMP, the counter, but F5 is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pots the BKB to get over the ice. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Topson, the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No Tail. No Tail pops the hand of God, but No Tail beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Topson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? HyperX coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. HyperX back in, the combo, re-ball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Bombs the Shiva's gone. He's on top of HyperX. HyperX is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova are so low? As the buyback for HyperX comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charge, they find him. He's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without 2 of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from HyperX onto that shrine, being able to save Anna, but Anna also toying with them with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
Classic No Tail. They got kind of rolled in this tournament at the very end, but they're pros. They've been around the block. They know how to handle it. They're going to brush it off. They know that they're not playing in full form right now, so glad to see that all around, though certainly unfortunate for OG. Always excited to cast that team. But alas, Trent, here we are. Game number 1, Secret Liquid. Let's see if the Liquid underdogs can do it. And they will start with a first ban on the bounty hunter.
And we've had a couple of fun conversations about this team already, just in terms of the rivalry that's developing between Liquid and Secret. Ever since Liquid, you know, talked a big game after beating them in that one tournament where they won the best of 3, and then we moved to the next one. Like we had our final like 3rd game of the best of 3 was when Secret just 2-0'd them, and that's when they like finally had the edge on the series. But now we're moving into the best of 5. Team Liquid's first grand final. I believe I saw Blitz tweet, which
I saw that as
about
well.
Right. I can't really recall any other big grand finals these guys have been into, so it's time.
10 seconds remaining.
All right, sorry, just getting my announcement tweet here that the grand finals are starting.
Seconds remaining.
Had to wait for that delay to catch up. I wasn't like you, Trent. I didn't prepare my tweet before we started. You were such a good lad.
Yeah, well, what can I say? Yeah,
Look at you.
I look forward to seeing this rivalry continue to develop, though, because they
Me too.
obviously Secret is the favorite. Let's be real here, guys. They've looked absolutely unstoppable. In fact, so unstoppable. When's the last time they lost? They dropped 1 game to Alliance. We talked about the other day in the Gamers Without Borders charity event, and oh geez, and then the last games they dropped were against Liquid. Like that's how long ago it was in those Pushka matches 24 days ago. Like,
I mean, to put numbers on it, this series is starting at like a 1.3 for Liquid, or sorry, 1.3 for Secret, 3x for Liquid. So it's pretty substantial. Odds-on favorite are Secret, no doubt.
yeah, there was actually a conversation this morning between famous Dota 2 statsman Knoxville and Team
Oh,
Secret.
Knoxville.
Yes, in their last 100 games, Secret is 82-18, and so only 2 teams have had a better 100 game run. Both of these teams were 83-17, and that was Alliance in mid 2013 when they were winning everything, from Premier League Season 5, TI3, Star Ladder Season 7, and then We Play Season 2, and also Newbie in early 2016 when they had the many Chinese quals, Epicenter, Vanilla Major. That was like they had like a 26 series streak or something I seem to recall, where they just picked like Doom and Lion a bunch. Those kind of games.
Yeah.
So Secret need to win 7 in a row to match them and 9 in a row to beat the record.
Oh, okay. That's
As Knoxville
wild,
said,
man.
just win 7 more games in a row. Lol.
Oh,
That's what he told them. Just buy dust. Lol. Ricky sucks. It's
well,
fine.
to be fair, if they can make it through this finals, if they could go 3-0 here, the next event, you're going to start in the group stage. So there will probably be some lower teams for you to pick on to continue that
There you go.
streak if they can just make it happen. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel here for Secret to take the record. Let's talk about these bans a little bit, though. I like it on both sides. I think these Secret bans very well targeted at what we've seen Liquid like to do. Maybe thinking about the Rubik as a final ban here. Rubik, Shadow Demon, Oracle. Those are the big 3 that we've seen Liquid open with if they're left in. Liquid does have first pick, so Secret taking their time on this 4th and final ban. And they take out the Oracle. So there you go. What's it going to be? Shadow Demon or Rubik?
I think I like the Rubik. I don't know. I saw Sania also just saying after that first series this morning, Rubik 5, happy face, but this guy's also still in.
The Dragon Knight.
Secret apparently well ready for the answer of the Dragon Knight. They go right into the Ember and the Sniper.
Okay.
Probably support.
And there's the Rubik. So we were still pretty close. They want to block pick that Dragon Knight. We've talked about the Dragon Knight versus Nature's Prophet matchup a lot. Secret actually haven't really been playing the Prophet, I don't think. Not in the games that we've seen.
No, but he's still a super solid laning hero, right? He
Yeah,
can just kinda
absolutely.
do his own thing. I mean, earlier today versus OG, they still banned Nature's Prophet and first pick Dragon Knight. So it's not a just because he's good versus Prophet doesn't mean he's a bad hero outside of that.
Right.
I feel like he's been one of the more like impactful heroes throughout this whole tournament.
Absolutely. We've gone back to it a couple times, but this hero feels good at every stage. Now with the Aghanims and the item builds with status resistance, he scales very effectively. We've seen him go double Rapier and carry a game with right click, so he can do plenty of damage. Obviously a great laner and very good at taking objectives in the early game. So just this well-rounded, he can't lose. You can throw him in 1, 2, 3. He's flexible. He's wearing all that armor, but I guess he can still touch his toes.
Well, the last time we saw this opener, the Ember Sniper, that was versus NIP. Secret had a pretty dominating victory in that one. That was paired up. That was the Nisha Mirana game, where they were utilizing the safe lane Ember for Matu to like chain forward and basically get these like long continued engagements using the Mirana. So kind of expecting like a secondary mobile core here for Nisha. We also had the Puppy support Weaver to kind of fill the same role too, but Weaver into Rubik generally isn't that fun.
No, certainly not. And no Boxy Mars this game, no Grimstroke. Interesting that Secret banned out the Phoenix Mars combo together. You know, we usually see like one or the other just to break it up. Like, no, both those heroes are just too good in their own right. Together, they're extra good. And now they will grab the Enchantress. So this hero we've seen not look great when, was it Viking that was picking her? I've forgotten now. But Secret...
We've had some bad core games and, you know...
Yeah, the
better
Secret, the team that has made her look good, though.
Remaining.
Yeah.
Not really sure why she's, you know, not a specific counter pick to really Dragon Knight or Rubik. So, just something that Puppy wanted.
Yeah, it's kind of an elusive 5, I would say. Just someone who can like kind of like move fast, play forward a little bit, has some survivability options. Maybe not that great versus heavy magic damage, which there kind of already is from like the Rubik and the DK, but they're super comfortable on the hero. They know how to abuse the neutral creeps really well, so be proud of it. And well, I've heard the people, they begged no Queen of Pain for Team Secret, and so Liquid will be getting it for themselves here. Mickey, I feel like, has played it the most of the games that we've been watching, but this morning they did hand it off to Koikva.
Yeah, again, the flexibility with the Queen of Pain. Her and Dragon Knight are a great set of cores to have 3 picks into a draft, because now you feel like you can play reactionary. Now, a Baden picked up for Secret. I feel like this has got to be a Zai hero.
I would say so. That would be my first instinct.
We did see the position 5 Abaddon yesterday, played by No Tail, and I didn't like it, but I have to say, Abba does not feel very good at all right now.
It is interesting though to pick it up here. Like, it's okay versus these initiations of the Dragon Knight that he'll rely on.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh. Whoa, they're just gonna do it to you.
They're
game 1.
Brood in game 1. Yeah. Now Secret will have last pick anyway. So after this ban, Liquid will move into the double, the ban into pick. So if they were worried about this getting banned out, the pick here certainly makes sense as a 4th.
Yeah. So probably the Kunkka ban if you're Liquid.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that's the safe one, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Embers go
okay?
Yeah, it's definitely playable, but I feel like Kunkka just kind of, you know, works that matchup, and we know Ember can safe lane anyways. So.
I just meant more picking Brood into Ember. Isn't that a slight degree of confidence already? Especially knowing that Secret have last pick and they could still...
I think they're just trying to show that they don't need it to be complete 10th pick. They're like, yeah, just as long as it's not a complete, you know, 100-0 counter, then we're going to be fine. Like, we believe in this hero maybe a little bit more than other teams.
I mean, Sniper, Enchantress, Abba... it doesn't really do much against the Brood, I don't think.
The Shrapnel's kind of cool. It's like, I mean, as a support sniper, it's actually kind of helpful. Like, as a core, it's pretty bad because like you're just gonna get ran at, but if you're a support helping to give vision to these cores that maybe have the better itemizations for actually catching and killing the Brood anyway, that could be something.
Okay. Thinking about this. Trying to read how Liquid are going to round out this draft. So does this mean it's probably position 1 DK, Brood mid, and position 3 Queen of Pain?
Probably Boxy, Dragon Knight, Queen of Pain for Mickey, and then Quake for Broodmother.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But they're looking to pick a 5 here, huh?
Or the 4, depending on.
Well,
they shift, right? They do Insania Rubik and they do Taiga Rubik.
So how's about Wind Ranger?
I mean, she's okay versus some of these heroes, but what is she? Who would she be laning with? She'd be laning with either the Queen or the DK.
It's just
Wind Ranger's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of useful versus like Sniper and Ench, and then you have the Shackle for the Ember. It's not the best stun, but
suggesting it more just because I know it's a pick that Liquid had gravitated toward. Maybe against a Baden, not as enticing since he's got the cleanse. You already have the Rubik and the Dragon Knight, who are pretty good initiators.
And most of the other Tiger heroes have been removed, to be fair. There's still like the Willow's probably in, right? She's kind of all right, but...
What about like a Tusk?
And actually playing it as a 4 Taiga and not giving it to Boxy? Yeah.
Correct.
Famous.
Yes. Correct.
It's okay. Again, it's not another direct stun for the Ember, though, so...
No.
Plus, for all we know, they might just hand off this Queen of Pain to Taiga. You never know, right?
Yeah.
I think this will be a 4 or 5 pick, though. One of the 2 supports.
I mean, you are right, though. They could really switch it up and grab something else from Mickey. Well, thinking on this one as well. Liquid not going to snap ban the
I
Kunkka.
kind of like a silencer pick. Like silencer 5 would actually be kind of good here.
For Liquid.
Yeah, but we like never see that anymore. But like they have such strong side laners anyway, right? Like you have Queen and Dragon.
Yeah.
Like this position 5 hero does not need to be a true 5. Like Silencer, of course, you can play him in support role, but he doesn't offer that much. You can only play aggressive really in the lane, and that's something that both Dragon Knight and Queen can also facilitate for your support player. And it would be kind of cool for like fighting the Ember, just like global.
I think he's probably underrated. Very solid in the lane. Certainly seen a couple silencer games that look good. They do end up banning out the Kunkka on Liquid after all that.
Hopefully they were thinking about their pick that whole time too.
Yeah, the Abaddon throws a wrench in the mix a little bit. He can sort of counteract silencer in lane to some degree.
I mean, he's that's like for the big thing of the global though. He's still like.
What about Disruptor, dude? We've seen the merits of that hero a little bit, and it's very nice against Ember. And one that Abaddon doesn't really, he can't stop the Static Storm kinetic field with a cleanse.
Yeah, as long Disruptor versus Ember is kind of weird because he can dodge your glimpse. So you have to really rely on we have him locked down. You can never count on it with.
Well, so you got Rubik and Dragon Knight though. Okay, they go the totally opposite route. They want damage, and I have no idea how they're doing positions now. Is it a core Zeus or a core Queen? It's probably a support Zeus, yeah?
It's a fantastic question, my friend.
That's very... I mean, they've got damage now. You can probably kill this Ember in one combo if you hit him with a Dragon Tail or a Telekinesis with Quap and Zeus. This is a wild draft from Liquid here in game 1.
Yeah, they're really all over the place. Well, Secret, you have all this info. Unfortunately, you don't have a ton of time as this one ends.
15 seconds.
Their structure taking is decent with the ABBA, and they're going to buff it up a little bit with the TA.
Okay. Well, we've seen this against Brood and how crazy good Psyblades can be. Koikpa's going to have to be very careful, and generally speaking, you're not slowing down that TA at all, so I would expect Nisha to have a pretty good game. Will be the YapzOr Sniper once again. That means Puppy Enchantress, indeed the Zaya Abaddon, and Matu takes the Ember.
And
now
it's
Liquid.
Insania Zeus.
So a position 5 Zeus, the Boxy Queen of Pain, a Mickey Dragon Knight, and then Taiga will be the one to take the Rubik on the 4.
Okay, so we're a little all over the place then. Again, the position 5 hero doesn't have to be a true 5 because you have DK and Queen of Pain side lanes. So if you're laning with a DK, you can pretty much play anything as a 5, right?
Yeah, no, I think you're totally right. And where DK suffers early on is some of that damage output. That 1 point in Breathe Fire is not too scary. A Zeus or a Rubik both help that quite a bit. And I guess it is going to be Zeus DK as the lane.
More than likely.
Wow. Dude, this is... Congratulations.
Great way to start game 1. Yeah.
Congratulations. This best of 5 grand finals is already off to an incredible start here. I mean, what a time to be alive. We're seeing best of 5 grand finals, support sniper picks into support Zeus picks.
Both teams have pretty similar timings this game, right? You have this Broodmother. I guess Liquid are a little bit slower. Like you could see the positioning around the Roche Pit being earlier for Team Secret with the Templar Assassin and the ABBA. You can get that done fairly early, as well as like coverage from Sniper there too. Whereas the Broodmother kind of wants to get like Diffusal Blade and then into sometimes even BKB before going back for the Aghanims. It's a little bit of a slog before you get those big items.
Yeah, that's definitely true. We haven't really seen that much Broodmother, and the one time that we did, it was kind of rough. I'm excited to see if Koikpa can make it look good here. I'm worried about this TA matchup, and I don't know what the right item build for Brood is. You get this Diffusal first, you kind of feel like you need to fight some, but you're still focused on farming your Aghanims. Those are really the 2 items that really enable you to start coming online, it feels like. And against heroes like TA and Ember, they can really start to pressure you in that window. Maybe Brood feels a little PL-like to me in that regard. Like, until you get those first 2 items, you really can't do much but keep farming, and that can be abusable sometimes.
Yeah, because one of the main things about Brewmother, like at her strongest, is when she's just dominating. Like she caught you out when you didn't have a good lane matchup, right? That's when the hero just gets absolutely out of control, and she can actually interact with the rest of the map at that point because she's like killed that one hero so hard that they start roaming around. Brew takes her tower, and then she can rotate a little bit, at least helping out in like the two jungles, like, you know, playing in here and in here off of the mid lane. But when you have a decent matchup like this, it's going to slow down the Brood, and she might end up like farming a little bit more defensively, maybe only playing like one side of the enemy territory, you know, instead of being this like super big threat. And the last time we saw that TA versus the Brood, it was really bad. Like,
yeah, it was rough.
The spiders were getting absolutely slaughtered.
I almost feel bad. Your name offends me.
What was that matchup? Who was playing the TA?
I thought it was, I want to say it was mid one, but I'm not sure. I don't think it was. No,
really
it wasn't
can't
OG because it was in the group stage. It wasn't in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't Nisha, was it?
I was someone playing as Viking GG, I think. And there was another game, and it was a bit rough. I don't think it was Nisha, no. But basically every time that the the side blade came out, there was a lot of gold popping, as expected.
There were a couple real good ones.
I mean, there were a couple where clients were actually lagging.
Yeah,
like
I lost frames.
Yeah, the gold calculations were a little too intense.
So it'll be the safe lane DK down bottom, and then up top, what do we got here? Boxy, Queen of Pain, and that Taiga Rubik, and they'll be trying to pressure Zai.
Yeah,
Zai should be fine.
There was a lot of running around going on. People were trying to set up these lanes here. As Insania looks like he's also busy just dewarding. Of course, this will be the big benefit of the support Zeus throughout the game. Well, when he starts getting into the dewarding aspects, he pops a sentry down, sees the enemy one, and says, "Okay, don't want to give away my." Oh, that was his obs. Never mind, my mistake. So he just playing on obs right on their sentry, but they didn't know. That's good for him.
You're right, though. That is really the big benefit of this position 5 Zeus, is that you have sentries that only cost 90 mana. That's pretty cool.
And up top, they are still just leaving Zai to his lonesome here versus both Taiga and Boxy, but he's doing all right. He's doing quite fine. That just means most of our action
heroes. Oh.
Yeah, most of our action will probably be down bottom then.
Yeah.
Due to that.
One of few melee heroes that can handle the co-op because the Shadow Strike is just not that threatening. Takes care of it. It's a good pickup in that regard. I think in the draft we were both a little curious, like, why the ABBA here? And now it makes a little more sense. We've seen co-op play a lot of lanes.
That is definitely the one benefit. Like, that's why it even could have been a 5, I think, theoretically, because it'll still be worth it just for that one aspect. But it's still better as a core in my eyes. I like him as a core because he offers like a little bit of pushing potential, as well as just like the more likelihood that during those mid game brawls you're gonna be able to get off effective aphotic shields, because that's Zai's still dropping very low up here, and you can't count on those denies, of course, anymore. Is the ABBA. That's basically what killed the position 5 one.
Yeah. I mean, you can still do a lot of healing. I think it's also the range. That aspect of it really hurt.
Down bottom does get a courier kill. Just made his way down in there. You can see they have a observer ward at this part of the map down here, so he's able to hunt couriers easily because of that.
Yeah. Nice easy rotation. I've been watching this mid mashup, and it's looking pretty good for Nisha. Again, always hard to tell how much of those last hits are spiders. But Quake's stayed very aggressive and constantly tried to hit the TA, knock off refraction, and just keep Nisha as low as possible. Down bottom, we will see the Zeus finally get taken down.
Yeah, I was watching top same time.
Boxy finishes off Zai. So action in every section of the map. Will be a 1-for-1.
Picture in picture. They got it covered. Puppy probably gonna end up staying there, as Yapsor is hunting for the courier. He's gonna go for the shrapnel down here. Way down to the bottom.
Able to get this.
Yeah,
there it is.
Very nice.
The classic support sniper boots first, so should be able to make the getaway here.
Meanwhile, back up top there, you can see Puppy just putting some pressure onto Taiga, but Zai, not a hero that can really help you with that, unfortunately. So Taiga still has pretty free reign here, especially if he can just get some boots going. Unfortunately for him, this Ench is very speedy right now, and with the slow, maybe they can get him.
Taiga gonna be in trouble. Damage from Puppy actually isn't as much as I thought. another impetus, but certainly won't finish him off. Meanwhile, in mid, Nisha did pick up a double damage rune at the 4-minute mark, so that'll make his life a bit easier. About 400 net worth ahead of the Broodmother right now.
I don't know. They haven't convinced me that this matchup's worth leaving in, the TA. It seems pretty good versus the Broodmother.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that hard. Like, Nisha just auto attacks and kills spiders. Like, you have to play some angles, but really it's more difficult to keep the spiders away from it, I think.
The thing that concerns me too is just like the whole game matchup seems pretty problematic.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree Kunkka is worse, so it's still worth banning that, but it would still dissuade me from going for this 9th pick Broodmother like this.
I'm inclined to agree. Who knows? We'll see. And Koikpa is going to go for that Diffusal Blade first. That seems to be the build. Now Puppey and Taiga going blow for blow. 5 minutes. Runes have come out, and it's a whole lot of runes for Secret. I think it was 3-1.
Jeez, these Radiant Couriers in the bot lane are hopeless. At first, it's an Ench that's down here, and she's so fast and running down, and then Yapsor too. So yeah, speaking of the Ench.
Koikpa rotates in, gets the kill.
And that is a lot of spiders all stacked up here. They're going to try and put some forward vision up here from Taiga, as you can see. He's gone deep in that Radiant territory and going to TP out. Might give them a chance at the minute outpost battle. As Raindrop's the item of the day so far. In the first series, I think Liquid had like one on every hero.
Wow.
At the start of the game.
Nice TP out from
But I feel like they've been very effective in a lot of our games too.
Yesterday, I think we saw a game. There was a moment where there were at least 4 sets of raindrops. So
I mean, they were like one team fight. There's all popping too. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't hit that hard, but the silence is annoying against Queen of Pain. This is just one additional tool you have to try to pressure her in the mid game.
I should have some mangoes now, though. Could try and go for a kill before the level 6 on Zai, but she would need rotations and again more raindrops.
Oh, spiders, spiders, spiders. She just killed a third of Koikpa's army and might even get a few more. Is Nisha going to be able to live here? I don't think so. It's a 3-hero rotation, and, well, spiders not worth it. It's a great recovery kill, and now Koikpa caught up in net worth.
Yeah, that is what they needed, just to get a little bit aggressive. And again, that ward that Insania placed down that was on top of that sentry, it's like that false sense of security, right? They placed that sentry at the very start, and then he placed a ward right over it. You think, oh yeah, we dewarded that cliff, but in reality, there was vision there the whole time. Over Nisha.
Brilliant.
Now Taiga going for a big wraparound up here. Runs into Puppey. Not sure if Puppey spotted him. It is nighttime, so I don't think he did. Oh, no, he did. He's just rotating over.
Right onto a trap, and this is going to end up being freebie. TP out won't be successful. Puppey finds another.
Meanwhile, down bottom, they put a little bit of pressure onto Mickey with the pokes, but Insania's here to back him up with the lightning. Matu does have level 6 here.
Thought that could have potentially been a kill opportunity, but
it is a DK.
Tight on the DK, yeah. I guess he doesn't have crazy magic resistance at this stage.
It's also the fact that the rotations aren't actually that good right now. Maybe he doesn't know how low like Boxy's mana is. Like Boxy would not be able to rotate down and do anything at the moment. Even if he popped both mangoes, it would cost him pretty much everything. And it would still put him in a vulnerable spot. Now Mickey comes forward again here. Yeah, this looks risky.
Searing Chains. There's no mana on the Ember, though. No stick or anything. It's going to be close. The DK turns for a Breathe Fire. The lightning might be just enough. Oh my gosh. The Breathe Fire was actually worth it.
The 25% reduction lifesaver.
Wow. Well, Support Sniper is still going okay, though. Yapsor just so good with his positioning. He already has Tranquil Boots. Has decent net worth also. He's actually ahead of Zai right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Zai not able to really stick on the creeps all that much here because he's been versus Queen of Pain the whole time. Like, it's a survival matchup. That's one thing. Like, we've seen, of course, there's many melee heroes that straight up can't lane the whole time versus the Queen of Pain. At least with the Abbot, you can be there and gain a lot of experience. Hasn't had to miss out on that at the very least. Boxy going to be making a rotation to the mid lane. They have a smoke on Insania, so they're looking to use this Sonic Wave with both supports. And they still have that ward in the jungle, so this is probably a smoke up to this ward, or at least trying to utilize the vision that's been giving them to try and find Nisha, get that return, or well, secondary kill, and continue propelling the Brood. This is timed up with the Diffusal Blade here too, so this is the, like, we want your mid tower.
This is certainly the way to do it. We did not see a rotation like this with the last Brood TA matchup.
They just saw Nisha, so they know exactly where he is right now.
A little scary. They'll walk right into Puppey. Another web comes down, and telekinesis from Taiga. I think tried to clip him, but fell short.
No, he wanted to throw on Nisha. He was hoping Nisha was so close.
I see. Got it. Puppey goes down first, though, and now Taiga, he'll just TP home. Good call against the Sniper Abba TA there. And that's it. The glyph comes out, and Liquid will be repelled for now, but they find another.
It's a pretty heavy investment to just get Puppey, though. I don't know. In the end, it's probably just kind of even based on like everyone else farming and stuff. At the very least, Matu now has full remnants backup, and now has a full bottle here too, so they can kind of take their pick as to what they'd like to do next. I think trying to harass Mikke is probably not their best option at the moment. He's still fairly far ahead of the Ember. Just takes so many resources to kill.
The Blink Dagger's out on Nisha now, so more options with the TA. And the Outpost did go even. Runes.
I think we still have one just sitting, and then it'll probably be 2 for 2.
Yep. I'll go to Liquid.
Puppey
So pretty
still
darn
under
even.
this ward up here.
Nisha, though, going in onto Koikba, gets some big damage in. Yapsor not yet level 6.
Yeah, and Boxing
Maybe
Force
could have found a kill.
jumped on Puppey. I just have above there as well, but didn't amount to anything. So now everyone's just kind of encircling this middle tower. And we back off again. And Boxy's back. But it's a Blink Dagger Templar Assassin, so. Oh, Nisha's chasing. He wants it.
Yeah, Boxy, no blink. I think Nisha has this. There it is. Now Koikba's on the way over. Damage from the Zeus. This is going to be close as well, but Zai drops him a heal and a shield. Koikba almost dies at the assassinate. Shrapnel flies. Yapsor predicts the movement, but doesn't have the range. Instead, it's Insania getting chased down. Still grabs the rune, but no hope for survival. That's 2 more for Secret.
Yeah, nice call up there from Nisha to just jump right after the Queen of Pain. And good thing that Zai came over too, because with the Diffusal Blade, there wasn't going to be a meld there for Nisha. Like, he had lost all his mana, so he needed to help the Aphotic Shield, and at that point, there was no way that Koikba could continue to commit, so he has to go back to his own side of the map, give him his farm. They bring down another support, and we tie the kills at 4 to 4 as the bottom lane has just been a straight up farm fest between Ember.
Yes.
I feel like these guys have just been hanging out. 0-0-0-0-0-1.
Straight chilling, dude.
They're probably having the most fun out of anyone in this game.
Both working on the farm. Both coming for Ember, and Blink Dagger coming for DK. So,
But at the very least,
nothing crazy.
All of that pressure mid did amount in a tower taken now for Liquid. One of the key objectives, both for when you're playing as the Broodmother, but also when you're playing against the Templar Assassin. That's going to cost some of the control that Secret will have over the Roche Pit. Puppey going to try and regain some by capturing the top outpost.
Why is Puppey going for a Midas?
What? It's 2020, Puppey. Yeah, I saw
200 gold. Already has.
I saw someone snowballing. Yeah, someone was snowballing this morning. I was like, man, this looks like it would be such a good Midas game. It still didn't buy Midas. I was like, all right, it can't be done. Meanwhile, in the top lane,
The Rubik dies. Okay, another easy pickup for Secret.
man, Midas is expensive, guys.
It's really expensive. 1850 plus the gloves of haste. I guess the gloves are a little cheaper than they used to be, but they just recently got bumped back up to 450.
And it's not even versus a helm on the other team. You know, that's the one thing. Like, maybe.
Okay, that's some value there.
But there's not, so no value.
I mean, I don't know. Is this just catch up? Because Puppey is level 5. He's lowest in the game.
That's not a bad aspect of it, honestly. Just buying XP is pretty nice, but also it's just, you know, it's a support that uses attack speed for the vast majority of its damage, and the levels are really important because, like, buying levels is basically buying survivability, which is what you're trying to buy in a lot of supports anyway.
That's a
Down
good
bottom,
way to look at it.
they go
Matoma
on
man.
Matu.
Yep. Easy kill. They even popped the Zook ult, but... Oh, Nisha. Able to blink away. Yeah, he had refraction.
That's a big kill, though.
So pretty close.
That's Matu's first death. They have the Blink Dagger on the DK. They have the Stolen Flame Guard as well from Taiga, so he's like, nice, free farm for me. And now they're going to take over that ancient area here while they push the bottom tower with Mikke, forcing out the glyph now from Team Secret. Secret still holding that little bit of a net worth lead. And speaking of stationary people, Zai still remaining up top. He had his brief meander into the river to help out, but he might need to meander back up top now because Koikfa, you can see, moving in forward, and they're going to try and grab him.
And they're going to find him with some damage, but they need a few more stuns. He gets slowed down, misses a spot in the webs, it looks like. No searing chains for 4. Quap blinks out.
Dire's bottom tower.
Secret won't be able to pursue. Meanwhile, down bottom, DK is pushing that tower and is going to get it.
And Zai continuing to do the same up top. He didn't make the rotation because they didn't get the grab and no fight materialized, so he's trying to keep this pressure up here. Boxy going to try and pull the creeps off. That's what Zai's using to try and push this tower down. But I don't see him leaving anytime soon as the bounty runes now spawn. Boxy will get both on the Radiant side here.
Bottom lane, Taiga. Assassinate starts things off, but Tumba Man finishes it.
That was easy.
Go a small lead for Secret. TA maintains that #1 slot, and the Vlad's also almost done for Zai. And ooh, we got an ancient stack here. Nisha killing a tripler.
Where's Puppy getting in on this? He's like, see, this is why I bought a Midas. Now I don't have to leech your ancient stack.
There you go. So that's the Deso out, and already another 1,000 gold for the TA. Man. Now, we often talk about Liquid as a team that's very efficient with stacking, but Secret also in a similar boat. Yeah. One thing that the support sniper can do for sure.
Is under attack.
I kind of wonder what Nisha's going to do. Does he just do the simple play and buy a BKB? Because he hasn't queued it up like every other Templar assassin would have. Oh, he's queued it up now. How boring, Nisha. How dare you? How dare you buy good items?
Oh, no Aghanims, Nisha. Come on.
Well, you know, it's Nisha. I could see some Bloodthorn rush and be like, well, according to my calculations, the Broodmother won't finish a PKB for this long, so I'll have a Bloodthorn for a 4-minute window. But
Yeah, I can't do a Polish accent either.
what? Oh, I was. That's my nerd accent.
I know. That's what. In lieu of being able to do a. Is Nisha still silent? What they called him, the Ghost, right? Wasn't that his nickname?
Yeah.
Because he just does it. Like every video that you saw at the KL Major of him sitting there while the others are playing games is completely accurate of most scenarios. He's the math in his head.
The guy just showed up one day when they brought him in and he just started playing really good Dota, and that was it. Zeus here will spot that Puppy is relatively close to them. Still a little bit too far for Mickey to jump, but it looks like there were some smoked up heroes here, so they might not know the extent of the heroes coming through next to Taiga.
Yeah, Taiga's in big trouble. Does have that Ghost Scepter, but actually doesn't really mitigate that much. Goes down, and the rest of Liquid retreat. Yeah, in some ways, it does kind of speak to Nisha's skills that we often remark that the best teams aren't just a collection of 5 really good players, but they also have to have communication and synergy and a good leader and all these other things that create the team dynamic. In this case, it's like, yeah, the team dynamic is he's just really fucking good.
Well, I think the most important thing is that he probably only talks when it's absolutely necessary,
Right.
which is the best kind of communicator.
So he's probably a really solid teammate. He probably listens, right? People that don't talk a lot tend to listen better.
Now, Boxy's going in for this.
It's a nice Sonic
didn't
wave.
get it?
He didn't get it.
Oh, I thought
Too
for
late.
sure he got that.
Well,
Wow.
Aegis now on Nisha. Elder Dragon form used as the Dragon Tail comes out. Secret come back to fight. They save Matsu, and now they want to turn onto Mickey. It's a tanky target, but with the Deso, they can actually bring him down, and they will. Nisha credited with the kill. Looking for more. They'll jump in. Taiga, he's going to get chased down. Again, the Ghost Scepter just buffs up the ult from Yapzor, and now they finish him off. That's 2 dead on the side of Liquid. Tier 1 tower mid. Might not fall. Looks like Secret are happy just to back up. They wanted to back up anyway. The Liquid were the aggressors there.
Yeah, but this is exactly what we talked about, where you have the defusal, and then Brood needs that next item. You went straight for the Aghanims, but you still don't really feel like this overwhelming Broodmother until after the Aghanims, and they got the Roche before that. So then you don't even get the benefit of utilizing the Aghanims for capturing the Roche pit and just owning this giant territory of the map.
Yep.
This looks a lot like the other games where the Broodmother just hasn't really wowed us.
Yeah. No, I think you're exactly right about the tempo of the TA, especially around Roche. It's just tough. You can't really beat the TA's timings as a Brood unless you put a lot of resources into shutting her down. The one gank they had on Nisha helped, but I mean, look at him right now. He's just running around the jungle, clearing out stacks, just accelerating even more. He's got a Grove Bow. That's pretty nice. More neutrals coming out for Liquid. Vampire Fangs. And Koikba will hang on to the Imp Claw for now. Once that crit.
YapzOr is getting full priority here. They're just like leaving him lanes. And it is not long until we're going to see the Aghanims.
500 gold.
Yeah, it's pretty much done right now at 20 minutes. And he's the poorest guy in their team.
Yeah. There's now a 5k lead for Liquid. All of a sudden, they've broken things wide open here.
Oh, I love this. So with the Midas, Puppy's the one who's going to build the Crimson Guard. I thought that would be Zai, because I mean, it's against Broodmother, right? You know, someone's probably going to buy it. But the Midas going to help propel Puppy towards that. More survivability for him, and then that opens up the Halberd now for Zai, who has changed his item build, so never mind. He was queuing up a Halberd.
Whoa. Did you say Radiance queued up on Ember?
You noticed? Indeed.
Yeah, that's something. I guess Secret are feeling like, you know what, guys, we're not in any rush. This one might go late. We're gonna get a Radiance. We're gonna get a Midas.
Puppy, did you just buy a Midas? Yeah. All right, cool. I'm getting a Radiance. Oh, completed Halberds. We do have one on Mickey now versus the Templar Assassin.
Very nice.
Always gonna be a great item.
For sure. And Zai's just going Aura Master. Stocking up the hoods.
That should help.
Things slowing down a little bit here in game 1 of our best of 5 grand finals.
I think they're about to pick up pretty hard though. Like I don't see what's gonna stop Nisha.
Oh, Ember mid.
Same time down bottom.
Yeah, we got 2 fights at once. Zai gonna keep Nisha safe. He backs on out. Rotation's on the way though. All 5 of Liquid here, posturing like they want to take a fight. Secret only have 3, and now 2 as Nisha and YapzOr say, all right, Zai, good luck to you, bud. You got borrowed time, right? You're good. And it's going to be Zai versus 5. This poor little devil. This handsome young Swede's going to get left behind.
All right. Well, that was a bit of an ambitious dive, perhaps, onto the Ghost Scepter Zeus. Tried to pop onto him and just saw that melt damage go bye-bye. Can't able to get anything, and they're going to smoke up right away. Do they have the lightning? They do. So, Insane's going to show on the bottom lane, and once this smoke pops on anyone for Liquid, they will instantly pop the ulti, and then that's going to give Mickey the opportunity for the blink stun. But who's going to follow up after that? I guess it's got Sonic.
Oh, YapzOr, he interrupts it. They're probably still going to kill him, but he tanks this gank.
That Sonic Wave got blocked by Refraction.
Puppy on the low ground, and now the rest of the fight breaks out. Nisha in the middle of the fray, but this Ember clears out most of the spiders. This is probably going to be the Aegis.
Nisha has BKB,
still has
though.
the BKB.
Yeah. I don't think you want to fight this. Good call, Liquid. Do not stick around for this.
Very nice.
We've seen a couple times where that hasn't gone so well.
Well, that worked out okay, though. It looked like it was good for YapzOr to intercept things, but they get the Aegis also. They take no casualties.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been worse just because they controlled the outpost already for Liquid. So if YapzOr hadn't have blocked that and they had to initiate on Nisha, there was a pretty good chance they could have gotten the double kill, both the Aegis and the secondary, unless you wanted like BKB TP. But then they would have had to waste the 10-second BKB. So
Speaking of BKB, Koikva, about halfway there. What's Boxy working on? That's going to be the Lotus Orb. Okay. I guess, is that for the sniper ult? Is this?
This Ember too.
Yeah, okay.
Just like try and keep the team moving. Don't get locked down. The assassinate one.
Yeah, you're right. I guess
that's also another one. That's one of those ones where it connects, I think, and then it fires back. I'll have to double check that one.
Oh, so you actually do take damage, or you?
It's one of those. One of those weird ones.
We don't see sniper that much, so I'm trying to think if
for
I
the
actually...
Lincolns, it's blocked upon impact, so you still get the vision and the true sight. So for a Lotus, I assume it will be the exact same thing.
Okay.
Radiant are scanning.
There it is. The Aghanims on the sniper. So now a 0.5 second cast, 1.5 second stun.
I don't even think about the damage when I look at this either.
No, but it does 500 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, you know?
On a 12-second cooldown, that's really not terrible.
And you ask me why people don't pick Lion. Why not just get this?
You know? So when does this officially become meta? Like, when can I start picking support sniper in my
People already have been. Look what it just did to Quake from mid, dude. It just set up for that blink.
Oh, and he lives? No. Nisha does grab him.
You know what? Wait.
Wow. That was close.
I'm not even sure how he died. I thought he sold the Dragon Scale for a second, and I thought it was the burn, and then I noticed he doesn't have the Dragon Scale anymore.
Is it like a sci-fi from a spider?
I think it was it was Trap DOT. That's what it was.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. Okay.
Well, Liquid fans, you got some issues here, I think. I don't know.
Support
Brew
sniper
needs to hit critical mask real fast.
Yeah.
Critical mask.
And that's going to be a tall order. This TA is starting to get really out of control.
And yeah, and Zania just got his TP canceled. Tried to get out of there in the tree line, but was scared by the shrapnel and then popped by the
A
assassinate.
gift for Yapsor.
Yeah, pretty damn free too.
And meanwhile, a tower in the mid lane, the tier 2, taken out by Nisha. Speaking of free. There's a Hurricane Pike, and now an Orchid queued up on Nisha, so the Blood Lord probably going to be coming out.
Dire are scanning.
I am very nervous for Liquid right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to do split push shenanigans, but Yasur's actually scanned him. They've caught him in this tree line. They know he's still there.
Oh.
But there's also a Radiant Ward scanning Yapsor, so that's why he's staying in the tree line. Meanwhile, back in mid. Yeah.
Taiga and Nisha going at it. Great use of... Oh, he's got the melt. Very nice. Took me a second.
Meanwhile, further out.
Foxy
we do have
Foxy.
Foxy.
All right, drops the Sonic Wave.
Did you say stop?
That is the drawback to the support sniper.
Yeah,
If you get jumped on, you're pretty much a sitting duck.
He's actually totally out of mana on Boxy there, too. He's getting a little bit dicey. And he's going to go all the way around the map here. It did just get pinged, though.
It's kind of wild that Secret is 6K net worth ahead, though, because it's felt very even up until this point in terms of the
How did
trades.
they know? The Boxy just preemptively Lotus, which is definitely not... I mean, I'm sure nothing would have helped. Oh,
the TP, and he's there.
nice.
Very good.
Oh, did they have like... I actually have no idea how they saw him. I guess he must have made a mistake on that line between the tree lines or something, or between the towers, as up top.
Oh, Taiga, he tries to TP, gets stunned by the hurl boulder.
Yeah, okay.
See you later.
That's just what's going on in this game, apparently.
See you later. Yeah, he tried to do a cheeky little play against Nisha with the Meld Ghost Scepter to TP out. And that goddamn Mud Golem just got him thanks to the Ench. Well done, puppy. From across the map.
They are just trying to split push like crazy. I mean, that's the thing about Brood is that she plays so central on the map, and their side lane split push is not very quick with these heroes, and not that safe. Like, Queen's okay, but the support duo is also just kind of like decent. Like, Rubik needs a pretty good spell to really be that efficient.
All right, Zeus ult gets some vision. Sniper far enough back that they can't make a rotation. Spider legs, though, picked up by Secret. Pardon me, by Liquid.
Ah, but there it is. The Radiant's now complete for Matu. A bit behind compared to some of his opponents there, but that's also because he's been gifting a lot of the safer space to Nisha. Matu's been playing a little bit more forward on those side lanes.
Dude, how sick is the quickening charm for Secret? They're actually going to give it to the Abaddon. I thought they might give it to the Sniper.
Well, that is actually kind of tempting, but
Aquatic
Abaddon's
Shield
really
is
good.
Yeah, that's pretty. Damn, Miscoil. Less than a 5-second cooldown though. Initiation here. Mickey jumps in, just gets bursted down. Pops his BKB, but Nisha trying to chase, missing a couple. Needs one more. Oh, can't quite finish him off, and now Nisha's going to lose his BKB on the backside of the fight. Koikba trying to run out. No deaths yet, but it looks like Secret have the advantage. They'll kill Boxy. Immediate buyback. Mickey forced to retreat is now Taiga getting chased down by Zai. Ghost Scepter buys him a little time, but all of Secret chasing him down, and another stun from the Yapsor Sniper in the back. That is 2 kills up for Secret. Now Roshan.
Hard to believe that he still wasn't able to get the kill. Like chasing that fire with Nisha on that Templar Assassin with all the items he has, they still get out. But not going to matter too much. They're going for the kill in the back line on the Yapsor using the vision. And they're just going to jump
up the stun though. Matu jumps in and Koifa goes down so quickly. All right, that was a worthy tip, dude. With the .550 cast.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what are you actually trying to man up on? It's a pretty long stun.
He's the fastest draw in the West, dude.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Yapsor and his American accent, you know? So we're gonna have to bring the video.
Tiger, I stun you. Tiger gonna be in trouble again. I don't know if this Ghost Scepter was the play against Sniper. He is
There's a TA, like you had to buy it.
I guess so. Yeah, you're probably right. The Sniper's just the perfect counterbalance, though. I feel like every time he uses it, Yapsor is just waiting, like, all right, here we go. Hey, Puppy, look at how much damage I'm doing.
I swear, the heat map for Mickey is going to be so comical this game. It's actually just this area the entire time. Matu has a Radiance and Cheese. Like, they're trying to draw him deeper, it feels like, to Boxy to see if they can maybe catch him off guard here. And they chain him down. This is going to be a tough kill still.
For it. They drop the Sonic Wave. Matu, though, pops the Cheese. Now disarmed. Does have some remnants. BKB used.
Oh, the backup. It's coming.
Matu trying to make it out, but another stun. He'll fall, and Sadia dies to Yapsor. And now Nisha pressing in, finds Mickey, but can't stop him.
Worth, I would say, dropping your Zeus to kill the Ember, who just got his Radiance. Doesn't have his BKB yet. And he popped the Cheese.
I mean, Nisha is going to push your bottom tier 2 now with this siege creep, and you're not going to be able to stop it. But, yeah, I think it's something, given how dire this situation is. 14K net worth with an out-of-control TA. Liquid are in big trouble. Nisha is going to go for an Abyssal Blade next. He's already got the Daedalus, by the way.
Every time I look at him, he actually has a new item. And they're always like these swords. He's a very, very violent guy here. Even the neutral item.
He's got a lot of weaponry. Now, the repair kit for Liquid will come in handy. A great game for a repair kit, and they'll save the tier 3. Meanwhile, in the back, the Koikster, he gets stunned up. The Pinata, perhaps, the TA. Can't kill the spiders, but he kills the big one. Koikva can't run away from it. BKB won't save you. Now, back in the mid, Puppy initiated on, stunned up, but he's got 3 points of the attendance.
There were four heroes there.
Good thing Puppy has all that experience from the Hand of Midas, so he could survive there, Trent.
Hey, they were just all trying to kill him, and they couldn't do anything. That was pretty depressing.
He also has a Crimson Guard and a Mechanism, so...
He's more farmed than Zai.
Well, Midas will do that, I guess. It is 32 minutes, but here we go. Back in on the tier 3. Repair kit still going. They obliterate Boxy. No buyback. Remember, he used it around...
here comes another one.
Long ago. Broodmother will buy back, though, and Insania. Already a good fight for Secret, but now a lot of heroes on Liquid. Another ult from Yapsor, shutting down Koik by his BKB, still on cooldown for a few seconds. Now it's Miguel trying to repel this front line. Nisha gets low, but remember, still has Aegis and BKB in his backpack. That's how confident Nisha is right now. He's like, dude, I got Aegis. I'm not going to use this BKB before Aegis. I'm going to keep my boots out. Just chill there.
Yapsor is in the backline running clarities right now. He's like chugging. He's got the IV. Hook me up. Just keep sending out these assassinates.
The one problem with this build, the mana is certainly an issue.
I think if you run in a mana spamming assassinates, you're probably doing something right at least.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's only an 8.5 second cooldown though. So not a hard spell to spam. Nisha initiated on. This might be the Aegis. 4 stabs though, keeping him alive. Nick A trying to pursue, but a Photic Shield so annoying. They can't even kill him once, let alone twice. Now Mick A back in the regular dragon form. The glyph has been used.
Where are the mangoes, Yapsor? He needs his courier to start harvesting this tree at their base. This is like, for a second, I thought they didn't have a mango tree, and I was like, that'd be the most broken one. But they've actually just been using them so efficiently that they don't have a giant stockpile. So it's time for Yapsor to start a nice healthy fruit diet, and here they come. He's stealing some of these mangoes.
We often say, you know, heroes like Clinks and various others, they're a dice roll that you're going to get the Orb of Destruction. Support Sniper is the dice roll that you'll get the mango.
Oh, no, Nisha's stealing them. That's what's happening. Look at this. He's bringing on his courier so he can stay on the map. How dare he while he kills
Nisha. Well, he's going to kill Boxy, so all right. Maybe it's worth it to give him a couple of mangoes. BKB used by Mickey. BKB used by Koikfa. They're trying everything they can, but Matu, he's one beefy mother. He's going to survive. Zai throwing out so much sustain for his team with these shields. The quickening gem paying dividends as Mickey gets brought down, and this could be the end for Liquid in game number 1. 3 heroes on the sideline, no buyback. Insania does TP into his own well, but GG is called, and Secret take game 1 in pretty convincing fashion, 23-9 in hero kills.
Broodmother games just aren't. The bad Brood games look pretty bad. Like it's not like the hero. I guess we just expect so much from the hero when it comes to these picks, right? Like.
FY, he's found himself No Tail out on his own.
He trapped him.
There's No Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, there's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No Tail as Arme comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he catches it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. And I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
I mean, yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of the most damage in the game as an offlane.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
HyperX did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm just going to ninjas here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Arme to have this invis rune. As Arme will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well, between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed, FY, the patience, keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees. He's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is leveled up the L.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Kings. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because HyperX doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, see, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink Claws as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I've Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel them. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in this series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the sense on creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The Blood Bright Silence connects. He's got the Manta back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG, LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Armin. The triple buyback's now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks them back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close to Brew is at 25.
With, so close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give an edge in this team fight. The LGD are big goal, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They brought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off of that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on JerAx, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X-Blade Mail Call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
Team Secrets turn to
It's all about applying Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the
Appearance.
midst.
I like it.
The return.
Allowing-
Lot.
Back where it all began.
Brought to you by OGA Dota Pit. AMD Sapphire.
That's a great, and HyperX, that's a great sponsor opportunity that I can see. Just saying.
yeah. Let's just bring Mott to be the sponsor guy. He could just do all the reads and do all the sellouts.
I'd like to see him model the swag. I think, you know, I've seen that face.
10 seconds remaining.
He could be our halftime show. We'd have him dance on the Dota Pit rocks that they always have.
5
It's
seconds
titillating,
remaining.
you know?
Yeah.
Well, there's some heroes, guys. They're being banned out. Guess what? It's the same heroes. Oh, look, there's another one of those same heroes. What do you guys want to change from last game? Do you just straight up pick the sniper again, or is this just a thing they like to bring out and put it back in the pocket? You
So,
know?
all right, they're going to ban it. I was just going to say, this strikes me as one of these new fashion kind of meta things that how do you counter it? I don't really know what the play is. You can't invest that much to counter a support. And he sits so far back because the range on it is so ridiculous. I don't really know how you deal with it, exactly.
I think one would hope that you have more mobile supports that can actually kill him. Like I think like an Earth Spirit or something. Like
I guess it's, yeah, the play is not give him the space to get the Aghanims at a reasonable time. You know, cripple his lane, cripple those moments when he's just showing on the map. Earth Spirit's kind of a cool suggestion. I would like to see a little more of him. One of my favorites to watch.
he had a
Secret might actually just ban the exact same heroes.
Oh yeah, what's the last one? Oracle, right? Yeah.
However, Secret do have first pick this time. I don't think they'll first pick Oracle, so maybe will be the exact same bans despite the difference in pick order.
Secret almost never had first pick. In fact, the last 1, 2, 3, they're 4 games back they took first pick, but then they were second, first, second. So they, at the start of the tournament, they went all second. Jeez. Then they spiced it up with a couple first picks, but last 3 games have all been second picks. So this will be something fresh for us. See if they go for their tried and true Earthshaker, or they also are not afraid to first pick the Ember, which is something that many teams have gone away from.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
And that kind of suggests it, I think, with the Shadow Demon ban too, because he was ignored last game, right?
He was.
And he's been one of the better 5s. We talk a lot about how that break just has so many implications. Like there's so many heroes that you don't necessarily think about where it just like ruins them with a constant dispel.
10 seconds remaining.
The
Would not
Shadow
wanna play
Demon has
Ember.
felt particularly good. I mean, he was first ban against Liquid in a number of the series that we cast.
Team Secret.
Another one of those just hard to play against. And now the Ember
Yeah.
also going to be removed from Team Liquid.
It's just like Queen's gone, Mars is gone, and Shadow Demon's gone. Even the Grimstroke's pretty good versus the Ember. Like there's a lot of those
Chen?
typical heroes that he suffers versus. So it makes sense that they don't want to be allowing Secret to go for something they've already opted for.
Now, do you think Liquid consider Chen? Because that's another hero that has been high priority, but weirdly gets ignored in a fair portion of games based on how strong that hero is, I think.
I feel like they are going to ignore it, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think they're in on it right now. Not to say that he's a bad hero, but it seems like it's just not the headspace they're currently in. I feel like they're going to do another Rubik +1. Maybe the fact that the Grimstroke, Phoenix, and Shadow Demon are all banned, perhaps Insania will go for something else, considering they tried the Zeus last game, which was a little bit out there.
And Secret could also go back for the Chen. You know, Puppy Enchantress, Puppy Chen, somewhat of a similar flavor there.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, though. I will say that. I don't know if I want to leave the Chen in. Then if you take the Chen, then they're probably just going to take the edge.
And it's already pretty okay with DK.
Yeah, it's
Like, that's a solid opener. DK Chen. I think Secret have no qualms about that. I wonder what Liquid want here. Are they thinking like Oracle DP? That could be a solid combo to grab.
Coddle's still in too.
Yeah, that's a thought.
So there actually have some pretty good 5s remaining.
Oh, the Rubik, of course.
Yeah, but what's the other hero? That's the question.
Void Spirit. So it's also interesting to note how Void Spirit has fallen from first ban priority in a lot of these games. It feels like we see him like banned in game 3 after having a really good game 2 showing, but almost never in game 1. But still a very pickable hero that's getting a fair amount of priority. Nice flex pick. Could be mid, could be off lane. Always a chance it could be a 1.
5 seconds.
Part of it probably by taking out the Queen of Pain too, just like one of these heroes. Like we've seen, yeah, you can dodge the dagger and stuff, but overall, they just have this weird matchup together. Yeah, there's the Chen. Chen DKs. That's a tanky guy.
Okay. Glad I brought it up. Great combo. Solid opener for Liquid though. Rubik Void Spirit. We really can't complain about this, right?
And they're gonna ban the Razor. So this morning they played the Rubik Void Spirit with our 2 best friends, Wind Ranger and Tusk. They did a nice little combo again.
Dude.
Yeah, they topped it off with the Razor hero. So we'll see. Both of them are obviously still in. There's also still a Witch Doctor though. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see Liquid go for something a little bit faster. Pick the Witch Doctor 5 versus the Chen, and then just try and play a quicker paced game, kind of like how Secret does it with the Witch Doctor, but we'll see.
Can I ask, speaking of the Tusk, can I ask you, is Klink's dead? Is Klink's Tusk
seems to be kind of dead, yeah. I mean, that was a pretty big, like he was super overtuned, which is what gave him a lot of value. And then they just kind of, he still got buffed, but he doesn't seem out of control like he was before. Like I almost feel like I'd just rather have Troll now. Whenever I think of picking Klinks. I feel like Troll can also do well in the lane, and I'm not as concerned about my whole game plan with the hero. Right.
I guess Klinks has like a slightly more active ultimate. I was more thinking in the context of the Klinks Tusk combo, because I think even with the nerfs that they made to him, that combo still felt like insanely strong at level 2.
Are we?
I don't know if they're.
Are we Coddle Bristling?
That's another option.
They just banned out the Necrophos.
Ooh.
That's also a hero that teams have tried versus the Bear too, as well as some of those tankier boxy heroes, but. Yeah, the Coddle +1 is kind of tempting here, because that was something Liquid played a lot, and then they kind of stopped picking it for a while. I guess
there was also
banned every game.
Exactly. There was a phase where it seemed like Coddle was first ban, and now Phoenix has replaced that spot on the bans. Liquid again, burning this reserve time. They also have last pick here. This is generally not a great sign when you can't bank up any of that reserve. Think about your last pick and react. They pick up a Timbersaw instead. Great choice against DK. And dude, here it is. We just talked about this hero. I asked you specifically, how come nobody plays Lion? And my boy Puppy is going to do it again. First Witch Doctor at the KL Major, and here Lion at OGA Dota Pit. I think Puppy is my spirit animal, Trent.
Is it like is it like Twins where Arnold Schwarzenegger got all the good parts, and then there was that evil ugly twin that was played by Danny DeVito, and he got all the bad parts? Puppy's really tall and pretty good looking, dog. I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure
you might be the Danny DeVito in this relationship.
Yeah, that might be a better analogy. I was kind of thinking Twin Dragons, that Jackie Chan movie. They're far away, but they're still connected. But your analogy might be more apt. Well, I think Puppy would agree with you. I'll certainly give you that.
That's for sure. Well, that is the first Lion pick or ban for this for the EU CIS Dota Pit. So there you go, guys.
Well, and didn't you say in the last game, why would you pick support Lion when you could take support Sniper? Liquid ban it out. So here you go. This is the discount support Sniper. We've gone back for the Demon Witch. Now Liquid take the Vengeful Spirit. They have played this hero a couple times. Very likely the 5 for Insania. That means I think we'll see a Taiga Rubik here once again.
That is interesting, though, because last time they counterpicked it for the Enigma, right? I mean, I had like the big swap plays and stuff. I don't really see a great reason to pick Venge here. Unless you're planning on like playing really fast with this 5th hero.
5 seconds remaining.
That's
yeah.
Like, I'm surprised, like, why wouldn't they just pick Witch Doctor, for example? I feel like Venge isn't going to get you that much more value compared to Maledict versus Dragon Knight, Cask versus Chen. And I know they played it before and they kind of like it.
My first thought is that Liquid's going to last pick Luna or something.
Right.
And we're going to stack auras. I don't know. I haven't really loved the support Venge. It certainly has its moments. It can set up and initiate, but there's just something lacking there. A lot of these games we see this 1-1-4 heavy prioritization in the aura, and it's nice, but does it really make that much of a difference? TBD.
Nisha gonna bless us with something here? Do they want some big old hero?
When are we gonna get Arc Warden back? How come Nisha's not playing Arc Warden, man?
Because I mean Necro's good, but Midas is nerfed. That probably doesn't help as much. I am sure Arc Warden's still fine if you're playing against some like TB or Drow.
Just go
lineup,
Maelstrom.
but TB and Drow are just bad. I mean Maelstrom also got nerfed, right? That was like one of those. I mean, it's still fine, but it's just like Arc Warden
All of his items got
was
nerfed.
being seen a lot because all his items were super jacked up. We had a phase where Maelstrom was overpowered, Necro was overpowered, and Midas was overpowered. So it was like Arc Warden all the
You're
time.
not wrong. You're certainly not wrong.
I think he still has a really high pub win rate. I'll give him that. I think he's like third or something in Immortal, third or fourth.
I mean, I would believe that. He always fits the bill of that great pub stomper hero. Very, very good in the early lane. So good at tilting people. You know, way less often in the pros do people just give up at 10 minutes.
They have the quick foot bear last week. Ah, nice. So take the DP. I don't even know if you have to ban the bear now. I'd almost want them to pick the bear. I feel like Death Prophet destroys that hero.
So who's playing the DP? Is this Nisha or is this Zai? Is it a Matsu Dragon Knight, Zai DP, and then we're going to get a Nisha last pick?
Well, typically you pick the hero you really don't want banned, right? I think it probably is a Zai Death Prophet.
10 seconds.
I mean, obviously it could be for Nisha, but I feel like Nisha maybe had a couple different options, and we'll
I
see.
like Nisha on something flashier.
Yeah, it might depend on what the last ban is here from Liquid, and then also what the last pick is from Liquid. They might do some lane swaps based off of that. Perhaps we'll get another flexible hero. Like they could pick like a Kunkka or something last, and that could be either a Zai Kunkka or a
The
Zai Death
Batrider.
Prophet. Yeah,
I think that's a solid ban.
I noticed that when we were talking about the troll that he hadn't been banned yet, but then he didn't really fit into how it had been going, and then they picked the Venge anyway, so it would have been kind of weird to pick Bat.
Very true. And there's like a couple options for Secret. They could pick Troll themselves. Last pick will go to Liquid, so this is a Secret ban into a Secret pick.
Remaining.
Troll could be an option. We know Nisha likes that hero. Storm is also a potential option here. They have some tools to catch, but
The troll's kind of tempting considering they banned the Razor and then they just banned the Batrider to try and protect the Timbersaw. Those are like the only two heroes that are good versus troll, really.
You could shift lanes around and put the DK mid if Matsu wants to do that. You could also probably play the troll mid potentially. You could even just leave it open-ended and decide once you see the Liquid last pick. That's the great thing about these DK Death Prophets, man. We keep talking about it, but these flex picks, Secret don't have to make those hard decisions until they actually see the entire draft. Now Lycan, the final ban. That would have been good. Liquid are lacking a little bit of tower push and also synergizes with the Venge, somebody who gets a lot of value out of that aura.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. They actually had more picks than I thought in this last. Because like I could see like where they ended up after that Venge. I could have seen Storm being okay. This is all before the Death Prophet pick. It's like Storm could have been good. Lycan could have been good, Lone Druid could have been good, and Luna could have been good. So then, after this whole banning and picking phase, they can kind of pick through those heroes and decide what they want. Teams are going to take the Timbersaws, counter of the Monkey King again, just like this potential lane matchup that they can try and bully. If the Timber gets behind, game's going to be very sad. They have an interesting relationship in the mid game, though. We've definitely seen games where the Monkey King suffers to the actual quelling of the trees, so just don't get too cocky up there.
10 seconds remaining.
I like it, dude. Monkey King.
I would not want to be a Luna in the Wukong's command either. Gives me some slight hesitations here. The bear, probably. Oh, they're taking the Drow. Well, speaking of Arc Warden lineups, jeez, maybe they should have taken it.
All right. Well, I respect the hell out of Liquid for coming into this grand finals and trying some stuff that's a little bit different. We haven't seen them really play Brood that much. They try it in game one, and here we've got a Drow Ranger. This is the first time you and I've seen a Drow in this tournament. Maybe it was played in Group A.
It was played in one game.
Okay.
It was Viking GG, and they lost to OG.
Okay, wow. So I'm excited to see this. I don't know how good it is having the aura from Venge and Drow together. Maybe that's enough. I kind of like Monkey King, though, against the Drow Ranger. He's very good at getting into backlines.
Yeah, has some pretty good tools versus the hero. I mean, you can also argue like maybe the Gust can have some options versus the Monkey too, but for the most part, I would rather be the Monkey King in that matchup.
I don't know. What do you think? Chance Liquid takes game 2 with this draft. Can they run it down? I guess is sort of what you want to do with the Drow Ranger. I don't really know exactly when this hero hits her peak now because she has been changed a fair bit.
Yeah,
she doesn't
been changed a lot.
One-shot creeps anymore. We'll do a whole Drow Ranger update once we get into the game because there's a lot of people watching. I'm sure not all of them read the patch notes. So we'll get you up to date with the latest on Drow Rangers.
I mean, she's way different than
Yeah, I know. She doesn't one-shot creeps anymore, folks. I hope that part at least is well documented. She still farms very quickly. I think you can still set up a triangle and get stacks going for her.
Yeah. I mean, her aura is not global either. That's another one that, I mean, that's probably been that way for a while though, but still, I mean, it's so iconic for Drow. You kind of expect it. It's just a normal aura size now, just the 1200. And the chance is the scaling too. It's like 20, 30, 40% chance for the bonus proc damage of 70, 80, or 90. And then you have it's a percent-based agility bonus that she does grant, though.
Okay, so nice. She doesn't grant raw attack speed. It's just extra agility based on percentage, 1200 radius. Aghanims still does the split arrow thing.
Yes.
So it gives her sort of it's not exactly a multi-shot. It hits targets and then splices, so it does function differently. We'll see a little skirmish here around the runes. Taiga takes some damage, but Mickey's there with a frost arrow. Zai gets pushed back. And Secret actually want to fight this.
Drow Ranger.
Insania gonna be in trouble. He's gonna get finished off. Oh, no. Fairy fire.
Oh, they got
keeps
greedy.
him alive on 1 HP. They wanted 2. And are they even going to be able to get 1 now? It doesn't look like it. Liquid rotate 4. Everyone but Timbersaw. Right now, this Timber's like, am I just get both roots up here? This is awesome. Courier in the mid. Oh no, already?
Oh, you got it too.
Already? Oh, Liquid.
That was a bit tough.
Well, no first blood drawn.
The battle begins.
But now, Insania, he's going to try. No, he can't go over that barrier next to the Absol. Alrighty.
So Boxy actually only ends up getting 1. And that'll be 3 runes going the way of Secret.
So yeah, where is Boxy? He's chilling up top now versus the DK Chen. They're gonna rotate the Monkey King though, because this is the matchup they want. He did start with Boundless to go for the first blood, so there will be. I mean, at the same time, Boxy also started with a Timber Chain, so no early reactive or anything here. And now the TP also gonna come out here to bring Taiga up top on the Rubik to help out. Down bottom, they have got the stun on the Absol, putting quite a bit of damage into him, but he'll get back to the tree line. Insania tanking some tower shots for it. Gotta watch the dives because they're doing the walk rotation for Zai. He doesn't want to TP and want to keep the advantage that they've garnered with the Chen rotations. And a Lion getting early gold and XP isn't the worst.
No, certainly not. We've remarked that he's a hero that has a totally different feel once he gets the Blink Dagger. And in the hands of Yapzor, maybe I like this Lion pick a little bit more. We know how greedy he can be. And I think that's a good thing with a hero like this. Because Lion can scale. He fits the bill for that category that I call scaling support. So they're a little rough early on, like disruptors like that. You get the Aghanims and he feels like a god in the support role.
Yeah.
Lion is